Hello.
Yay.
We are Sue, Boo Boo, and Buster. And
Buster's in here. Boo Boo.
Buster's walking around the studio somewhere.
I tried to get Boo Boo to come out and come in here, and he looked at me, and his tongue was hanging out. I was like,
That's kind of the way he always looks.
He has no teeth, and it's a really long tongue, like a Rolling Stones kind of tongue, and it just flops out of his mouth, and he can't hold it in. It's the coolest looking thing. I don't know if we've showed it to you, but if we have,
they've seen him. Well, if
have they seen him with the tongue?
Our subscribers have.
Oh, okay.
Since this is a new video, these people probably don't know us. So wait, let me finish. The Wolfman.
Yes.
Because I said it, everybody, but
well, you know what? One of my favorite things to say is yeesh.
Yes.
And where'd they come from? Yeesh.
The Office.
Because
we have a little clip of that we'll show sometime.
yeah, Michael.
Yeah.
And what did I tell you about saying yepers? Not
to say it.
Yeesh.
Okay, so good to see you. And today we're doing a video that our friend Amy told us about.
Amy, you made some comments on my other channel, and then you just disappeared. Are you still subscribed to my channel? Because that's more important than all this.
She's still subscribed.
Who said what?
She's still subscribed. She just doesn't like all that acapella. It's not her thing.
I did. I mean, do you know how many hits I've got off that acapella, and I need money because my brain.
Well, okay, but Amy can watch what's interesting to her and still be your supporter.
I don't think that's true.
Okay, all right. Listen, this band.
No, I'm just teasing. I love you. And Kent and Chris. There's some people that have been around a while. I went back to my very first video, and I was showing some things to Joe, and I was noticing the comments like these people have been around forever.
Oh yeah, they started with us.
Gunther, where are you, brother? You said he left, right?
Yeah.
John Vonderswan, I hurt your feelings or something. Please come back.
Okay, so the name of this band is called Ren, and the name of the song is Hi Ren, Hi Ren. And
what does that mean?
I don't know, so let's watch it and maybe we'll be able to figure it out.
Yes.
There we go. Ah, yabba dabba. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. I don't even know what that's from.
I just yelled it out in the middle of the conversation one time. Okay.
Is it recorded?
No, it was inside. You ready?
I am ready.
Scooby-Doo.
I was born ready. That's not true. I wasn't born ready to do shit. I couldn't even suck a tit when I was first born. No, they had to feed me through a bottle. I was so small. Did I see something?
I believe that.
See something out there? I had pneumonia too. I like this already. Pig head? I want a pig head. Hi.
Hi there, Ren, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky, cause I always come back. Deep down you know that, deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspired I make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate-ed different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims, and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Wow. Amy.
Well, I
you
can
said
see
Amy sent this?
Amy.
Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute, if you don't mind, when you get a chance.
Yeah, I'm ready. That was, wow. It was heavy, but it was also hopeful.
I think it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in a long, long time, and I mean that. And I've said that a lot. I'll see some of the men, it's the greatest thing. That is the greatest thing I've seen, because I'm going through some serious kind of emotional and psychological things right now, without saying too much. I don't know who's trying to reach me. But I think most of you know us and know Sue, and she's probably clued you in. I don't say anything.
This isn't our normal audience. This is nobody's ever seen us do this. So
Amy asked.
Well,
us to
Amy,
do this,
yeah,
right.
she's-
And so our regular. I'm sorry. My emotions are riling up again. Our regular audience is going to watch this, and I don't care. Never mind. Just go on.
Well, I was just going to say that it's a really heavy video, but also a hopeful video, and just the struggle inside the brain, living with your thoughts, is difficult. And obviously, from Ren's situation, he had a lot going on with his body and with psychosis and his mind. And what he's done here is beautiful in an artistic manner, a musical manner, but also just the sentiment and trying to work to take away the stigma of mental health issues. And I think that's what my other half, Wolf, was saying a minute ago before I so rudely interrupted him. But just that we can relate to that right now, because he's had some mental health issues and memory issues, struggling with it for about a year now. And so it just makes you very tender and very emotional at times, just because of all the chemicals going on and everything going on in your brain. So that's where we are. So as we watch this, once we understood what was going on and kind of the, I won't say seriousness, but the serious subject matter, then things kind of changed. I don't know if you noticed that while we were watching this video, because I went to kind of smiling about what he's doing, talking to one and then the other person inside of him, and then realizing, no, this is a struggle, this is a fight. And but he fought it, and there's hope. So I like this guy, I really do. I don't know what else he's done. But I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great message, and it's also a little bit difficult to watch. But at the end, you know, coming through the other side and continuing to fight the fight, that's a powerful message. So I really thought that was great. I'd like to see more from him if it doesn't tear my heart out.
I'm really sorry. I'm just, you know, with my brain stuff that's going on, I get offended and hurt really easily. And I was actually making some coffee as well. My coffee maker is, I need a new one, or I need to fix that one. But I'm sorry, guys. You know, this is who we are. This is as real as you get with us. After a 9-minute long song, going to the music and getting away from personal things, I loved it. Right. I'm an old man. I'm 60 years old. I'll be 61 in April. And as an old man, like my father would never admit that he liked my music and some of my music that I liked. He would never admit it, but I knew he did. And he finally would admit it to me, but he wouldn't admit it to people he knew and to mom and stuff like that. I have no shame admitting that this guy right now is one of my new favorites, and I love this song, and it's something I would put on a playlist to go walking. You know what I'm saying? It's 9 minutes long. Very, very, very well done. I was gonna, when we're done, call my son Joe and ask him. Joe is 22? 23. And he's living with us now, which is fantastic. And he's had some issues too with, you know, just emotions, just super emotional.
Well, it's a big move, right?
Yeah, yes, it's a very big move for him. He's sad that he's had to make some decisions he didn't want to have to make. And we're glad to have him here. Sometimes I'm not sure he's glad to be here. I think, I think it's not bad on us to say that. I'm just saying that sometimes I don't think he wants to be here because he wants his life to be normal. He wants to go back to where he knows people. Mm-hmm. And I know he broke down recently.
Yeah, that's a difficult,
saying that I don't have any friends. And you know what? I'm 60 years old. We lived here for 4 years, 5 years. I don't have a lot of friends, you know. So I get that. I mean, I get that feeling. Most of my friends are still in South Carolina, and we've been here a long time. So I get that. But going back to this thing here, this guy expressed all those kind of things, right? Now it comes from I'm dominating this conversation. I'll stop. But I just want to say one more thing. He's coming from the place of a mental institution, right? But if you really go back and listen to what he's saying, and he's talking to himself, and kind of good Ren, bad Ren, his conversation with himself is one that I've had with myself a lot. And I think she probably has as well. And I know Joe has, where you have this conversation that goes back and forth, and you're trying to justify something to yourself, right? Or you're trying to just talk to yourself and talk it through, because you can't talk it through with anybody else. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so that's why so is what you're saying the fact that he talked through it, and I mean it was a monologue that, yeah.
You know, he got up, because they willed him in. Mm-hmm. If you watch the video again, and we will, we won't, you know, we're commenting on it now, but what I remember of it is they willed him in, right? And he looked delirious. I mean, and they gave him a guitar, and he sat there for a minute, and I expected to see some drill on his face. That's, you know what I'm saying? It looked like he probably had some shock treatment or something had happened to him. And then he got the guitar, and he started playing this beautiful kind of melodic Spanish guitar thing. Then he goes into the song, and he's talking to himself, right? Mm-hmm. And he's talking to himself about, what about this? What about that? You know, going back and forth. And then at the end, he stands up, he puts the guitar down, does not get back in the chair. And what that says to me, maybe just to me, is that he's talked himself in a good way, in a way that says, I talked to myself and I worked it out, and now I don't have to get back in the chair.
Right, my demons, I slayed my demons.
Yeah. That's just what it said to me, is that was so so outstanding when he stood up out of the chair, turned around and set the guitar down.
Yeah.
And he looked, what's normal, right? I don't know what normal is anymore.
He looked straight ahead.
But he looked straight
instead
ahead,
of going
like,
back and forth.
right, and he didn't sit back down in the chair.
Yeah.
And no one came to get him. He stood up, like, for a purpose, like,
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that means.
I thought that was beautiful. I would like to know more about
Yeah,
Ren. I've never heard of him, and
There's a song right here that says Ren, it's called Sick Boy, B-O-I, and we'll listen to that maybe even.
yeah, you
Maybe
guys
it's the
can,
next one we'll comment on, I don't know.
yeah, suggest if there's anything else from Ren that you think that a lot of people would like to see, then go ahead and suggest it. But at this point, you ready to close off?
I am.
Okay,
I'll
well,
close up a long time ago.
if you liked our video, please hit like, subscribe, share, notify, comment down below, let us hear from you.
Okay.
And as always, until we see you again, be blessed.
Don't hurt anybody.
That's right.